Hey YouTubers, it's John here, DIY Playground again. Today we're talking about a headlamp replacement on a 2000 Chrysler Cirrus, or it could be a Stratus. This procedure is going to vary from car to car, but I wanted to talk about first why would you replace the entire headlamp assembly, which I'll show you in a minute. But basically, before we get started, find a place before you start the procedure and pull up your car to a spot where you can repeat and put it back in the same place after you're done. And then you can see I marked with duct tape on the garage here where the headlight height is, so that we can tune the headlight lamp height once we get the new headlamp assembly in. Let me show you a little bit about what we've got going on with my current headlamp assemblies. So this is the current headlamp assembly on the driver's side. Again, this is a 15-year-old vehicle, and a couple years ago I tried doing one of those polishing kits where you try to clean up all the fogginess, and there's a bit of a yellowing even to this thing when it comes on, so I think it's not worth it for the polishing kit. I'm going to show you today a couple of headlamp assemblies that come with brand new bulbs, and they only cost a total of $60 for the pair. So you're going to get this entire new assembly with the new headlamp bulb. We'll just be replacing the bulb and keeping the same bulb in here and putting a new one in, or I'm sorry, a same one back in. But let me show you what the new ones look like. So this is the new driver's side headlamp assembly on top, and you can see the lens is quite clear. I don't even have the protective film off of it yet, so even when that's off it'll look even crisper. But full assembly, has everything including the level in there and all the pieces that go with it. And again, the lamp for the halogen front headlight is already installed. We're just going to have to twist on the connector and pull off the old one. So let's get in the garage and get started, and we'll show how to get this done. Alright, so we've got the car in the garage, we got the hood up, and we have the old headlamp assembly I still installed and the new one right on top of it. One thing I wanted to point out is we have two connections here, this Torx T30 here, and there's a Torx T30 there. It lines up with this hole here and this hole here on the new one. So first thing we're going to do is just take a regular screwdriver bit attachment, put a T30 Torx bit in there, and get these two screws out. We just got those two Torx screws out. They're really long. They've got some thread to them, but then long, kind of like a guide rod on each one. So don't lose those. We need to use them again to put the new headlight assembly in. When those two are out, then you can just take the whole headlamp assembly and just kind of pull it forward. This is the driver's side, of course. Once it's pulled forward, that exposes the connectors, so you can get to the electrical connectors a little more easily with your hands. On the driver's side, halogen, I just pull that straight out and there's a connector here. You can leave the bulb in. We're not going to use that again. Then on the turn signal, if you turn the connector up about 45 degrees upwards towards you, it'll allow you to kind of wiggle it and take out the entire connector and bulb assembly like so. So we want to hold on to this one, leave the bulb alone, don't touch it. The oil on your hands is not good for it, but save that because we're going to reuse this part. So before we get started with the new headlamp assembly, there's some prep work we have to do. I've got the old headlamp assembly on top compared to the new one on the bottom. Just for shipping, they've added a few different things to help protect it. There's a film that goes around the whole front of the headlight that I'll be pulling off. There's this cover here that is protective for keeping the dust out of the connector on this headlight. I'm going to pull that off. Need a pair of wire clippers. You can just clip these zip ties off. These metal braces are for nothing, just to help secure the zip ties, so you don't need these metal rods either, so get rid of that. And for the turn signal, there's a protective cover here just to keep the dust and dirt out during shipping. We don't need that. And they also provide this rubber booty, so that goes around here to help seal off the headlamp assembly, so I'll be putting that on, and then we'll get started and getting this whole headlamp assembly put back into the car. Okay, now we've got the new assembly ready and in place for doing the reverse process, so just grab your headlamp connector first and push that on until it clicks. Then I've got half a connector left, so it kind of half clicks. And then grab your turn signal indicator, again kind of up at a 45, and then once it's through the hole, kind of push and then turn so that it's facing completely inboard. Then once those two are on, you just start sliding this back in the way it came out. Hopefully not too bad of a fit. A little bit finicky here, but we got it. So I'm watching those two holes to be lined up. Got this first guide rod to put through. Try to get it all the way through these alignment holes. There it goes. Take this other one. That one dropped in really easy. Let's see if I did that right. Might not have gotten it in the hole just right. Let's give it a shot. Tighten it down, see if we've got it or not. Again, this is a Torx T30 bit that we're using to screw in these alignment screws. That seems to be good. We're not gonna super snug it, we just kind of want to get it there, otherwise I think you'll break those clips. Same thing on this side. So once this is in place, I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll pull the car back out of the garage and take a look at the alignment screw for adjusting the beam. If it needs to be up or down, we'll take a look and see what we've got. Alright, so we got our car back out of the garage, got our both headlamp assemblies in, and just looking at where the lines are from before, we were just below that tape that I put on the garage, so driver's side light looks good. Passenger side light, it's hard to tell, but it's a little bit high, so I want to bring that light down a little bit, and it doesn't take much. You just need a Phillips head screwdriver, and you'll find on each headlamp assembly there's two screws. The inbound one that's closest to the center of the car will have adjustment for the left and right of the lens, and the outer bulb screw has the up-down. So just find the outer screw and adjust that up and down. It doesn't take too much, and you'll see that the lamp will move into place. Alright, well that's it. We've got the lights vertically aligned. Turned out really nice. I'm really pleased with these. They are crystal clear, so I'm looking forward to driving at night with them. Hope this video was helpful to you. I'll put links below for where I got these from. If you have any questions, please leave comments. I'll do my best to try to answer. Thanks for watching John's DIY Playground. Please like or subscribe. Thank you.